Namaste, Namaskaram, Vanakkam, Namo Namaha, Jai Ganesha. Please visit our website at classicalyoga.org. And if you'd like, subscribe to our podcasts. Project AIM, learning to juggle life. And the wisdom of Saraswati Ma, the Hindu Devi, female deity of knowledge. Having purposes and goals obviously makes life worth living. In the Hindu yoga Dharma, we recognize many important purposes in life. And the ultimate purpose is to realize our Atmana, Atmadarshana Paramo Dharma. So we learn focus throughout our life. We learn to aim. And interestingly, Mother Saraswati's Bija mantra is Aim, which in English is spelled AIM, A-I-M. If we take these three letters, we obviously can arrange them to make 6 different, quote, words, unquote. Obviously, we have AIM, our goal, our target, our aim, as we learn to juggle through life. So this is a practical exercise that one can do by learning the art of juggling. If you've ever tried it, take 3 balls and try to juggle them. There's a lot of trial and error there. You'll make a lot of drops. But if you're persistent, you will be able to juggle all 3 balls. And notice that when you do this, you have to focus straight ahead. If you look to either side, you'll drop them for sure. So this is learning to juggle through the triality that is life. We live in a triune world. Height, width, depth, 3 dimensions. And our notion of past, present, and future. There's also latent energy, and then kinetic energy, and then the phenomena itself. In the Hindu Yoga Dharma, we recognize this triality of life, which is also the science of physics, gravity, electricity, magnetism. And we did a podcast on the sampradayas. Basically, there are 3 in Hinduism, Saivite, Vaishnavite, Shaktite. And there are essentially 3 steps in each of these sampradayas. This is what we call the gem principle. We also have the NAT principle, N-A-T, recognizing that one's religion is not the way, the fundamentalist, not no way or all ways, which is the fundamentalist universalist, but a way in the middle. We recognize the internal nature of all of us in the 2 hemispheres of our brain and seeking a middle balance. We'll get into this towards the end of the podcast. So learning to juggle life is why we are here. First things first, though. First, we must choose. You take 1 ball, and then you take 2 balls, and then learn to juggle those. And then you can insert the 3rd ball and find the balance. In the iconic film, The Karate Kid 1, Mr. Miyagi is teaching his young student, Daniel's son, and first things first, he teaches him to, in a sense, not be in the middle, but to choose. He gives the analogy of when you walk down a road, you walk on either side. Don't walk in the middle or you'll get squashed. In other words, first things first, choose. Relevantly speaking, this is choosing one's religious tradition to follow. Once we've done this and made that commitment, then we seek for balance. This can be applied to anything we do in life. First we choose, and then we commit, and then we learn to balance. And then in the middle, balance. And remember, to be in the middle, we must have known each side. We always use the analogy of the teeter-totter. And to balance the teeter-totter, wherein neither end falls to the ground, we must be in the middle with 1 foot to the left, 1 foot to the right. This is also the meaning of the yin-yang symbol of the Taoist religion. So in Project AIM, the I is in the middle as we develop our individual self, our asmita. And the A could be the Atmana on one side, which we Hindus call the soul. And then the M could stand for the manyness or others. So initially the I is in the middle as we learn through life and focus. So as we rearrange these letters, we could say A-M-I, which could be pronounced Ami, 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 all about me. Or M-I-A, Mia, Mia, Mia. Or M-A-I, my. Or I-M-A, I'm, and now we're getting close as we start this internal inquiry. I am a what? Who am I really? Behind all this outer show. And the sixth combination is I am. Now look what we've done. We've taken the aim, the I is in the middle, and through the life process of learning about ourself and others along the way, we ultimately realize who we truly are as the Atmana, I am. The Atmana is now in the middle. The I is on one side, still have that, and the M is on the other side. As we achieve a balanced life, realizing we are the Atmana, with a body, mind, and emotions, our individual self, and then we respect others, I am. The Hindu yoga Dharma can be encapsulated in three simple Sanskrit Hindu words, tat, tvam, asi, that thou art. And the that we art is the absolute and Satchidananda, the pure existence, the pure energy, pure light, pure bliss, pure love that is our soul, our Atmana, Tattvamasi, that thou art. We are the Atmana of Satchit Ananda, which is love, light, and energy, Jyoti Shakti Ananda Shanti, a peaceful, loving, light energy, with a body, mind, and emotions. With this balanced perspective, we then can respect our fellow human beings on the planet. It's not a coincidence that the very mark of a Hindu is the bindu, bindi, tilak, potu, the red dot at the third eye point. Spiritual perception, prajna. As we focus and experience the reality of our inner essence, the Atmana. So whether we are a man or a woman in this incarnation, we all have masculine and feminine qualities, if you will. And this is actually the study in Raja Yoga, and obviously Kundalini Yoga and the chakras, of our two hemispheres of our brain. Our left Pingala brain and the right Ida brain, the feminine brain. And if we look at both positive and negative, if you will, qualities of both hemispheres, we can see that no matter what our gender, we all to one degree or another possess these qualities. And there are positive ones and negative ones. One of the reasons we do the alternate nostril breathing in the Hindu Yoga Dharma is to remind us that within we have these two qualities and we seek to harmonize them or balance them. And a little reflection will reveal that living life helps us to learn both hemispheres of the brain in order to achieve a balance. Left masculine positive brain, among other things, analytical, logical, rational, thinking area. The positive feminine brain, Ida, the right side, which controls the left side of the body, left brain controls the right side of the body, hence the diagonal flow, which also could be likened to the DNA. The right Ida side, the positive feminine quality, soft, intuitive, gentle, creative, spiritual nature. This is a positive balance no matter if we're a man or a woman. To have these qualities, analytical, logical, rational, thinking area, religious area, right side, soft, intuitive, gentle, creative, spiritual. Wonderful balance. However, there are negative holes, if you will, to each side of these brains. So a negative masculine quality or qualities would be hard, crude, mean, intolerant. Negative female qualities, irrational, emotional highs and lows, depression, anxiety. And it's clear that whether we're in the body of a male or a female, we may all exhibit these qualities. Either they're positives or they're negatives. Many men can be irrational, highly emotional. Many women can be hard and crude and mean and intolerant. Many men can be soft, intuitive, gentle, creative. Many women can also be analytical, logical, rational. So obviously a little reflection shows us that this creates a balanced life when we use both hemispheres of our brain. And actually in the Hindu Yoga Dharma, this is the goal that's recognized by, for example, Shiva Shakti or Shiva Parvati, Vishnu Lakshmi, Sitaram. And then in Saivite Hinduism, we have the beautiful image of Ardhanarishvara, half man, half woman, when the individual incorporates both of these qualities in one being, positively male, positively female. This is a balanced life. And interestingly, learning music from an early age, which all schools used to do, is a very positive attempt to balance both hemispheres of the brain. As we learn to read and perhaps write music, music theory, that's using our positive left brain qualities. As we learn to play the music and listen and enjoy, that's the right brain Ida qualities. And when we harmonize left and right brain, it's helping to develop what connects them, the corpus callosum, right down the middle. And there's actually been experiments done taking brain imagery of conductors who have a huge corpus callosum because they have learned to harmonize both left and right brain. They know every instrument in the orchestra. They know all the techniques of reading and writing music. And they're internally playing all those instruments, balancing left and right brain, developing that corpus callosum. So from young, and parents especially, can help the development of their children by giving them positive left and right brain activities to help them lead a balanced life. This Project AIM can be a lifelong challenge as we go from AIM, learning to develop our outer self, the Ami, the Miya, the my, the Ima, till the ultimate goal of realizing I am, that we are the Atmana, with a body, mind, and emotions. Tattvam asi, aham brahmasmi, Satchit Ananda, Jyoti Shakti Ananda Shanti. Enjoy this art of juggling and juggling life. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Saraswati Ma Vidye Kamalalochane Vishvarupe Vishalakshi Vidyam Dehi Namostude. Jai Saraswati Mata Jai. And remember, in Hindu Yoga Dharma, we pay equal respect to the male and the female in the material world and the spirit world. This is why, again, Hindus are not monotheists and why we do not pray to God. Jai Mataji, Kali Durga Parvati, Mahalakshmi, Saraswati Ma, Om Shanti.